where it gets tricky. Don't take too much curb at spitting the wall. We're going to take off. Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, where you join me for what is going to be an exciting video ahead. We are back on my Vasaro Racing Simulator for a challenge which is going to be epic. As you may have seen, I did a video taking a Formula 1 car, a 2019 Formula 1 car, around the Nurburgring to see if we could beat the overall lap time. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. It was seriously fun. And in that video, I said, I want your suggestions for challenges that we could come up with on the sim. And one of them, which stood out massively, was take the Mclaren Senna around the Nurburgring, the Nordschleife, to see if you could beat the road sort of car lap record, which is currently held, well, we're going to talk about what it's held by right now, because McLaren, they don't go to the Nordschleife, they don't go and attempt records pretty much. So this is why we want to see what this car can potentially do, and I have the model on this sim. So the lap record is currently held officially by the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, which did a 6 minutes 44.9, which is also fast around the Nurburgring, is a Porsche GT2 RS. That did it in a 6 minutes 47.3. But there's a car which is quicker than the Aventador SVJ, but that car has been modified, and that is the Porsche GT2 RS Manthey Racing, which did it in the time of 6 minutes 40.3. So, but that car's been modified, so things have been changed. So sort of stock car, let's kind of say. Aventador SVJ, that's got the time. So we're going to see how we get on. I've got no idea how this is going to go. Obviously in front of you, you can see the Mclaren Senna. It looks amazing, all the carbon, and this mod is going to be epic. I downloaded it and I was like, we're going to give this a good old go. We really are. It's not going to be easy because the first time I've driven the Nordschleife, I did it in the Formula 1 mod, and now I'm doing it in a road car with road-based tyres. On a sim, it's very different. You have to bring everything 15, 20 steps back. Otherwise, you are going to be on the wall. So half of this for me is surviving the Nordschleife and just seeing what time we can do. I've done a couple of laps in it. I've not done much. I could try and make these videos as real as I can. And basically, we're going to absolutely go for it. And look how epic that is. As the dash goes up, welcome inside. Here we go. Look how epic it is. It is so cool. And I am going to put my racing gloves on, because last time when I put gloves on, people are like, oh, you know what? The top comment was, I bet Archie, next time he's going to be on the sim, he's going to be on in his race gear. But yeah, how epic is this? I wear gloves because I just want a real feel of the wheel. But yeah, welcome aboard the Senna. Let's enjoy this and let's see the time which we can do. It's quick round here, but I don't want to overcook the tyre pressures too much, and I want to get this lap good. The Nürburgring's so hard as well. Like, you've just got to be so on it. And different curves. That's what I'm going to be trying out on this warm-up lap. Is just different curves, etc. And we go to the right. I think that'll probably be up to fourth by the time we get there. Woohoo! Off we go, 200 kilometers now, up the hill. The car wants to take off, and when we get to the top right now, but we brake a little bit earlier, and then that kind of stops that, and well, as much as we can. Car wants to oversteer there, then we're straight back on it, building the speed up, 250 kilometers an hour, 6th gear. As we go back down the hill, we're going to keep the car to the right to open up this next left. You've got to go down a gear there, just because if you don't, you go too fast in, basically. Down 2, get the apex, so we might brake a little bit earlier there just so we can get a better exit. On my actual lap, I just want to keep it so neat and tidy with no errors, basically, as we go flat down through the trees, up the hill, down 2, over the curb. Could even be 5th gear there, as we bring the car back to the left. Be as smooth as we can. We are on road tyres, so it's very unpredictable. Every corner, etc., is very different. But that's just what it happens when you're on road tyres, basically, around here. Braking down the gear, getting the inside curb, powering all the way out. And as we go in, the car's feeling good. Everything's feeling nice and steady. Well, not really steady, is it? But Down 2 as you go in. Bit of oversteer. And then out we get out. Little brake as we go into the left and the right. This section gets fast. I don't want to carry too much speed in because it's the second part where we want to get on it. And that was so nearly a crash. It's so... This place, there is no room for error. That was nice, that curb. And then we're out. Up to 4th. Up to 5th. The second half of that, I'm going to chill out with this car because I want my tyre pressures to be at the absolute optimum before I start my flying lap. Up to 4th gear. It's feeling good. Everything's feeling nice. This little left, we're going to have a little lift. Just, it's not worth going flat. See how close you get to the grass. It's not worth going flat just for like a 1/10 of a second just to go put it in the wall. I need to bring the car more to the left there though on my actual lap. Keep the car to the right and then we just turn it to the left and then you can basically keep it flat. This is fast, this is fast. Flipping hell, this is fast. All about position on the track as you saw there. You keep it a little bit more to the right and then it all works out. I just don't want to make a mistake on my warm-up lap really. On the actual lap itself. All the way out to the exit. This little section is tough. It's so tempting just to carry too much speed through there. You see how I'm braking using the engine just to slow the car down massively. Oh, the car feels insane. This car is amazing. Into the carousel we go. Dropping into it. It's a very weird experience every time you do it. But we're out. The main thing is we're out unscathed. Up to 5th. This little section's 4th. Because I want to get back on the power there. You could probably actually do it in 5th. Carrying 4th through here. Probably is the right gear, but we might try 3rd on the actual lap. There might be a few corners which I just think, you know what? I'm going to try something a little bit different. Oh, in we go. This last sector, I'm going to back it off soon, just because I want to get my tyre pressures bang on, but I also just want to feel the track before we go for this lap. Oh, 4th gear, it wants to understeer. Oh, it's 3rd gear. Bring it back. Why am I overdriving in this section? So silly. It's because I've only got 1 lap to warm it up, that's why. So I'm just feeling it out. Through the left. This one's quite tricky as you go up the hill. Then you come back down, you keep it to the right as you go back down the hill. Oh, goes fast, the car wants to take off again. But then you go, as you go down the hill, then you just get the gear in and it's all good. Oh, this section, as we go down, flipping hell. It's so fast, this track is unbelievable. Look, the grass is there. Carrying the speed in 4th. Down to 3rd, getting this apex and then letting it go all the way out to the curb there. In we go, we're in. We're 2 corners away from the main straight, okay? Let's all enjoy. See how we get on into 3rd, because I just want to get a good exit here. Short shift, and then we'll build it up all the way out. Once I understeer there, we'll be much quicker on our main lap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're about to go for a hot lap in the Mclaren Senna, so let's enjoy. We're in 6th gear. The gearing I've got on this car, it just came as a set gearing. So basically, yeah, it's just set basically. So 7th gear doesn't make any sense because 7th gear is like 330 kilometers an hour, as you can see there. So we will keep it in 6th. Hopefully that doesn't happen when we're actually on the lap. Okay, braking right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, bring it back. We have a lap to complete. We do not want to put it all in the wall at all. Right, let's breathe. Here we go. Onto the main lap. 3rd up to 4th. Here's the start line. Time beaking's there. And then we get in. Come on, in we go. Not too bad. Got on the power at the right time. Flat around the right. Little brake around this right. That's as quick as we can go through there. Oh, and then down, and then we're in. On the power, keeping it. Opening up this left. Gets bumpy here. And then the first sector. Getting here. Back on the power. Everything's good. This one's so tricky, the inside curve. And we're out nicely. I went down to second just so I could get the nose in there, and everything seemed to be okay. So all good first sector, first little part. Brake a little bit earlier because I don't particularly want to take off and just get on the power too late, but that's okay. It's probably as fast as we're going to go through there, isn't it? Building it up, 280 kilometers an hour. We're going to keep it to the right and then through the left. That's as much speed as we want to carry, but we're looking good. That was about right. I went to second, get the nose in, and then short shift. Yes, that was good. It allowed me to brake later when I went to second gear. So that's positive. Right, nice and smooth through here. The pressure on these laps is, I love it. I love the pressure of it. Okay, down 2. Take the inside curve. In we go, keeping it in 4th. And then around the left. And then out of the right. Nice. We could have gone through the left a little bit better, but it was okay. Everything's okay right now. Down a gear for the left. Back on the power. Braking for this inside curve. Nice, that was okay. About the maximum minimum speed we could possibly take. Let's go a little bit deeper. I'm using all the road I can. Braking, this is when I've got to be committed. There is no room for error, but I've got to be committed in here. Pick up the second part. Yes, that's it. We've got both apexes. We're in. We're absolutely in. Oh, and we go. Come on. We wanted to oversteer. That's probably the max on the braking we can get there. Come on, up to 5th. And then in we go. Come on, back on the power. Up to 4th. Down to 3rd. On the power as early as we can here. Everything's okay. The short shift goes a long way around here as well. Up to 5th, keeping it to the left. Lifting round to this left because I want to bring the car to the right here because then I want to carry the mid-speed in. That's it, that's it, that's it. That's better. Had a bigger lift around the left and then it just allowed me to basically free that corner up. Flip it out! Oh, there's nothing more in that! Chaos! Come on. Oh, this track makes me literally 2 gears down and then straight back on it. I don't know if I'm even making sense. There's not much more in there. Braking. Carrying speed in 2nd. Straight back out. 3rd up to 4th. Carousel, easy to mess it up. In we go. We're in. Come on. Maybe stayed on the brakes a little bit too long. And out we go. I'm going to go down to 4th here. Just to get the nose in. Down, keeping it in 4th through this little bit. This is where the time's going to be won and lost, guys. A little bit wide, but we can get on the power at a reasonable time. Oh, good. Keeping it in 4th here. Come on. We're right on the limit. Braking. Down to 3rd. Missed the first part. Get the second part here. A little brake. And then understeers. Keep the car on this green just to open up here. It's hard through here. Good. Then we're going to go down 1. and then we're just going to get it in, and then we're just about to head down the hill here, where it gets tricky. Don't take too much curb at speed in the wall. We're going to take off, but then we'll carry the speed back in. Oh, this is so tough, this track. Oh, we're in. Come on. That curb. Keep it pinned. Don't mess it up. Carry it in. In we go. Down to third for this left. It really tightens up and then it opens up on the exit. Into this left. Come on, in we go. All the way out. We're 2 corners away, really. We're into the first part. It's oversteering a bit. We're going to lift a little bit as we go in, and then we're going to pick it up. Hopefully the exit's good. Come on. Here we go. It wasn't, or hasn't been too bad so far. 300 kilometers an hour. Keep focused. 312 kilometers an hour. And we're in 7th. We'll go back to 6th. Don't know why it does that. We'll just keep it in 6th as we go down here. See what we can get. Let's do the braking. Whoa, the braking. Down to 3rd, get the inside curb. We're a little bit deep through there. And then what can we get? What can we get? All the way out. And over the line. What is that? And that is a 6:53.7. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take that. A 6:53.7 is not the end of the world. 6:53 is chaos. I'm pleased with that. Breathe. 6:44.9 the Aventador SVJ did. Paul's GT2 did it in a 6:47.3. So we're off the GT2 RS and a GT3 RS. GT2 RS Manti did it at 6:40.3. There's probably 3 or 4 seconds in it from me making a couple of errors here and there. But apart from that, a 6:53.7 is not the end of the world. But as you can see, it's all about surviving a lap. There's probably 5 seconds in me, so we maybe would have been very close to the Aventador SVJ, and I was just pushing so hard that you just make little mistakes here and there. But that is all part of the Nordschleife. It will catch you out so quickly. On the back straight as well, when it shifted to 7th, I think that's more the mod of the car on the Assetto Corsa, but you just shift back to 6th. I didn't lose any time there. The speed didn't drop. Keeping it out the walls, keeping it out the walls is the hardest part around here. So anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Who knows what the McLaren Senna would do in real life around here, because I reckon it's going to be not far off. Like, it's going to be SVJ pace, I reckon. Who knows, because McLaren aren't going to take their cars there to give it a go. So we've done it instead on the Vasaro Sim. Anyway, guys, as always, leave your comments down below and suggestions of what you want to see me do next in the racing simulator, the challenges. I think we'll skip the Nurburgring for the next one and we'll go to another track, a different car, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I'll see you all very soon.